Okay, welcome. Today we're going to talk about real breakup versus fake breakup. What's that about? Well, have you ever been in a relationship and you may be very, very happy for a period of time and then something happens and you get a bit spooked off and you think, nah, I want to go, this is not for me. And then later you catch yourself having regretful emotions coming back, wishing that you hadn't done that. Yeah, you probably have. And oftentimes what it is, it can be such a momentary relief to get out of that situation. And then you say, oh, now I've got the freedom. Now I can date whoever I want and be free. And then you see, what I had was so good and I can't find that anymore. And then you have the regret going through your mind and then you want to go back. But the reality is that when you go through that situation, you will probably alienate your partner. And then if you really want to get back, you've already put cracks into the relationship that probably will never be fixed. In other words, they may momentarily get back with you just to pay out on you later on and then say, okay, I'm done for good. So it can be a bit of a lesson to learn, but every lesson comes with its advantages, which is you become stronger, you learn more about yourself, the situations that worked and the situations that didn't work. So it's a win-win, okay? So if you really are intending, this is the message, if you really are intending to leave the person, you need to think clearly about why and go through your mind that if you're doing that, you're not going to regret your actions. Because the last thing you want is to have a moral dilemma at the end of it and say, I don't think I've done the right thing. And that's where you're going to end up in tears. You're going to end up really suffering a lot, being in a lot of emotional pain. So if you really are looking to leave for good, make sure that you have really thought about it carefully, because the consequences of leaving in a rash manner without properly thinking it out can be great. Thank you for listening. See you next time. Cheers.